talk first.
Hi, everybody. It's Halloween tomorrow. We should dress up, Lizzie, but we're terrible.
We're the worst. We don't dress up.
We're the worst. We're the worst. We could never come up with any good costumes anyway. We'd have to go down to some place and rent them because we're terrible at costumes.
We're definitely not artsy, crafty, nothing like that.
We got
nothing
your
like
food
that.
for you, though.
Yeah, we got good food, but
we're all good there. But honestly, when Halloween would come around every single year with all those kids, 7 kids, it was hard to come up with the outfits because I wasn't a seamstress. I could make quilts. That I could do, but to put together a Halloween costume, it was really funny. So everybody was always a gypsy until Lizzie came along. She was the 7th one, and then I went to the Disney store.
And then you bought me one Disney outfit, and you said I had to have it for like 3
4
years, 5 years. And I was outgrowing it. Okay, so
I know.
What are we making today?
Okay.
Here, I'll type it right here. So keep going, Mom.
Okay, so we thought, so on the Food Nanny meal plan for this week, it's a super good one, by the way. Last night was our foot-long sandwiches with turkey and bacon, and you put that there with homemade bread,
oh, no.
of course.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to pin this, and I just moved the camera.
Okay. Got it?
Sorry, guys. Okay, keep going, Mom.
So last night, we had that foot-long sandwich. Lizzie, how was it?
Amazing.
Because it is so good.
Amazing, but I'll tell you something funny. We were running errands all day, and then we got back home, and I made the sandwich, and guess what I forgot to do?
She forgot to heat the sandwich up in the oven.
I forgot to heat the sandwich up in the oven, but guess what? It was still amazing. We cut it up, and I started eating it, and I started laughing my head off. I was like, I forgot to heat it up, but it was still amazing.
Because our days can get crazy, but that sandwich goes on the barbecue, or it goes in the oven, and something that Lizzie did for that sandwich, it calls for our Italian bread, and then you know, it makes a pretty good size long loaf, and then you take a little bit of the bread out so that you can get all the yummy sandwich fixings inside of that, and then you can actually barbecue it on the grill or put it in the oven. Lizzie was running late yesterday, so she did our baguette, and she did it on a cookie sheet instead of the baguette pan.
Yeah.
So it would flatten out more. It made the perfect sandwich too.
It really did.
So,
because our baguettes, if you don't know, from start to finish, are 35 minutes at the tops.
oh yeah.
From start to finish. So that's why it's great.
35 minutes, you have amazing bread made with our white kamut. It's really delicious.
Hello, everybody. Okay, my husband is not a fan of Alfredo sauce, but he loves yours.
Wow, that's so great.
Best Alfredo in the world.
Yeah.
We agree.
Yeah, we worked on that for a long time.
All right, so tell them why this is your tradition. This is her tradition that she started that I've now kept doing. So explain why.
Okay, everybody says, wait a minute, why are you not doing chili on Halloween?
I think most people are.
I think most people are, but the truth is, probably our first or second year of marriage, I was in charge of a little Halloween booth at a fair. And a little fair at a little Halloween booth. And so in my booth, I had spaghetti. And the kids would come in and they would have their eyes closed and they were feeling around, and it felt like brains. And so we also hung spaghetti. We hung it, and as the kids came in, they had to walk through it. And I said, that's it. That's my tradition for Halloween. And it was at least 47 years ago. I came home and I said, we're having spaghetti and meat sauce. And this meat sauce is the meat sauce that I've been making for at least that long. It's the oldest meat spaghetti sauce in our books. We have probably 6 spaghetti sauces in our books that are super budget friendly, super inexpensive, but so yummy. And this is our oldest one. It's actually on page, it's called
in book 1.
It's in book 1, and it's called Spaghetti and Meat Sauce. It's on page 62, and I'll tell you a little bit. I tell you a little bit about all of my recipes in the notes on the side, where I got them, how I made it up. If I got it from one of you, I gave you credit, for using it all those years. But this sauce takes me back to when all of my kids were little. And it says, as they grew, they looked so forward to eating this spaghetti and meat sauce. We had it at least probably once or twice a month because they loved it so much. But as the boys especially got older, I'll never forget as they would come into the kitchen after school and I would have my pot on the stove and it smelled so delicious and it was bubbling and my bread was already out of the oven. They would come and break off some of that homemade bread
and dip it in the sauce.
I've
done that too.
And the girls did it too, but the boys did it every time they walked through the door. And I was telling that story not too long ago on a blog, and I actually got teary-eyed because it brought back the most incredible memories with all my kids. And that spaghetti sauce.
And that's what you are going to be creating. That's why we're so in love with our recipes and about dinner time, is because you're creating those amazing memories. I get teary-eyed when I think about when I was sitting at the dinner table with all of my siblings and my mom and just the conversation that we had. So I get teary-eyed too.
Yeah, Lizzie.
Those are the great memories that you get to create while you're having homemade family dinner.
It's exactly it. And the smells that come from the kitchen, you can't buy that. You can't put a price on the smells that come from your kitchen. You can't do it. If you're not preparing your food and creating those smells and you're always bringing it in or having someone else prepare it, you miss out on so much. And so anyway, the meat sauce that we're doing today is that meat sauce that when I was on a budget, a major budget, and believe me, your life goes like this, guys.
Okay, we're talking about budget tomorrow.
Yeah, we're talking about budget tomorrow, but
we're gonna talk good about a budget tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of good things that we talk about, so make sure to watch tomorrow because that is something we keep getting asked about from our followers.
Instead
I
of
don't
doing
let you into it.
Right, I'm not going to get into it. She doesn't want me to get into it today, but instead of having our in-house decorator with Des tomorrow, we're going to do a budget live because we're going to give you the ins and outs of our life and how my life was from the get-go and how I had to live on a budget. And Lizzie's only 30 and she's had to live on a budget as well. And so we're gonna give you the particulars of what we've been through
because
and how we've
honestly,
made it work.
we want to be super real on here. This is a space that we don't want it to feel like we're making anybody feel bad or that we're better or that our life is going amazing,
so perfect,
or that our life is so perfect. It's none of that. If you want to see my life before a live video, just come knock on my door. And you can see the chaos that's happening behind the scenes before I hit the button live. Just everything. And we'll go into detail tomorrow. But we're going to be super real about our clothes, how we get our clothes. That's been a major question. I don't know.
Budget,
our budget, all of that. We're going to talk about all of that tomorrow. So because that's going to be good.
Life is great, but life is also hard. And we deal with our ups and downs in life, and what will keep you going and will keep your family steady through all the ups and downs is you being in the kitchen, cooking great meals that you can afford to cook, that are budget friendly. And they're all in our books, all of the meals. And we're going to be talking about meals that you can make for $10 and less tomorrow, especially. So those are all in my books. I raised my kids on those meals, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
Can't wait for the budget live. My husband got laid off last week.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. But you know what?
We know what that's
you're
like.
You're going to be okay.
What that's like. Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Not laid off, but we'll go into the details tomorrow.
You're going to be okay. You will have to start really thinking about everything that you buy. But that's okay because everybody's been there. But one of the most important things you can do is start making everything from scratch, because that's where you're going to save most of your money. So we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, have you ever put spaghetti in your chili sauce? Someone said.
I
want to
never
show you this really
have.
fast.
No. I never have put spaghetti in my chili sauce. But you know what? You mean chili, not chili sauce.
I mean chili, yeah.
Yeah. So, so it's a good idea.
Okay,
yeah.
will you tell us where you get your cute breadboards? Actually, there's a couple of places that we get them. I was going to show you how to start cutting this. I don't know why Facebook, sorry, the lighting is so bad.
We get our breadboards from a few different places. Go ahead and start.
But can we say the one thing?
Which?
We never talked, about ETU.
ETU has contacted us, and we're trying to work out a deal with them right now. Basically.
To give you like a little percentage off. ETU
Yeah.
we're obsessed with. And
Yeah.
I could show you. Want me to show them super fast?
Sure.
Okay.
We get our breadboards from different places. Details is one. Brambles is one. Sun River is one. Mrs. Calls is another.
If you live in the state of Utah, Brambles is down in Provo, and she has really old antique ones that are $30, which they are cool. Well, they're handmade.
No,
Those ones
not
are
not
handmade.
the old antique ones.
I mean, no, but they look old.
Yes, but
they're
those are-
handmade.
the antique
No,
ones
the
are
antique. I
expensive.
didn't mean that. I
Yeah.
didn't mean that.
Yeah.
The ones that are kind of like handmade, they're really cool. They're only $30. She sells those. She has ETU too. Sun River Gardens, we love. Yes, Mrs. Calls, we love. So these are kind of like the different. This is ETU, and it's got two different backs. It's got kind of more of like a rough, old-looking rustic, and then it's got a smooth on the back. And these are hanging on my wall. We use these all the time. So ETU is going to give us a deal to give to you guys because we mention them all the time. So we'll make sure to do that. But these are the ones that are less expensive. These are less expensive. And Brambles, Brambles on those. Brambles, hello. She's speaking to us right now. Brambles, do you have the cheap ones like this too now? I don't know if she does, but Sun River has had these, but I think that she now carries these ones, and these are super inexpensive.
We were actually trying to go to Brambles today. I don't know if we'll make it down, Lisa, today or tomorrow.
Oh, she has these.
Okay, so she has them.
Brambles has it all, and you get to meet cute Lisa.
Yeah.
She's the
so
cutest.
great.
And she has the greatest stuff in her shop. So if you've never been, look, it's Brambles and Blossoms in Provo. You have to go, run. Because she's got amazing antique stuff.
And if you need one right now, run down. If you're up here in the mountains, run over to Mrs. Call's. But there's a few places that carry them. We love them. We can't live without them. And neither can you. So save up for those breadboards. You can get them inexpensive or pay as much as you want to, because there's the antique ones that I really want one. I don't have one, but for my new kitchen.
Does Brambles
I'm
sell
gonna get
online?
one.
No, she does not. But I know that we've had some contact her. You guys, our lighting on Facebook is crazy bad.
That's okay.
I'm sorry,
but
I think you can ship. I mean, I do think that she ships.
But we're actually meeting with a shipper today, and we're getting closer to be able to ship better than we have off our little store, and hopefully we're going to carry some of these too. So we'll see. We keep making progress. If you've been following us, you can see that we're actually making progress on a lot of things.
There are so many questions. Okay, someone else said, do you guys eat super healthy because you're both tiny?
We eat 3 meals a day, and we practice portion control. So we eat everything that we love and crave. And of course,
Brambles.
we eat the most healthy grain there is, which is our kamut. We eat it in white and brown. And we love our salt, which is so healthy for you. And of course, we eat healthy because we're eating a variety of food. That's our meal plan. And that's what your body loves and craves. Your body needs a variety of food. Don't get stuck just eating meat. Not eating any, don't get stuck on any one thing. That's what we know. Because our meal plan turned into a lifestyle, and that's what we know to be true. You can't ever miss a meal, because why? If you do, you won't make it to the next meal. because you'll be too hungry.
Snacking all day doesn't work. We'll do another portion live and talk about this, but the way, when she says the variety, it's really the key to it, and we live for our dinner. Like, I live for dinner time. I still eat breakfast, we still eat lunch, but we look forward to our dinner time so much.
It's our bigger meal.
It is our bigger meal because we love it, and that is where we crave it. And if you're not hungry, moms, you know what it's like when you go out to lunch and
eat too much.
Eat way too much, or same for the husbands, same for the men. They then come home and they're not hungry and they don't want dinner. But who's suffering when you're doing something like that? Your kids. Your kids are suffering, and then your kids are just getting what? Cereal, a quesadilla, which is all good. It's not like we don't do those some nights. It's not like our life is perfect. But it's like, no, dinner time needs to be the most important part of the day, like we always say. But what is kamut? You guys, we can't even get to our recipe, but this is our kamut. This is our bag that the Food Nanny has now created. We are loving it. We are a full-time shop. If anybody wants to come, you know how to contact us. But it's also on our website, thefoodnanny.com. But this kamut is going to change your life. I can't even tell you the testimonies that keep coming in every single day. Every single day. They are like, oh, I can't even believe how this, tell them.
The digestibility.
The three things it's known for is taste, digestibility, and texture.
Yeah.
And keep going for a minute.
And full of nutritional value. Of course, our white kamut doesn't have to be enriched because it's already enriched. So that's why it's already superior to any other white flour. And then taste, texture, digestibility, and of course, our brown, which is the whole grain. We sell the grain that you can grind up yourself and do the brown, but this we use in everything.
Look at this. I made your French bread last night, and it was amazing. The kamut flour is so good. I will never go back to regular flour. You guys, we, knock on wood, whatever, have never had one person yet that's complaining about it. If you're gluten tolerant, you can handle this flour. There's a girl that came the other day to get flour from me and said that she feels like white flour. She finally has keyed that it's making her feel sick. She feels bloated. I've already heard that like 5 times now. I'm not kidding. You have to give this a try.
We've never had a gluten-free, not celiac, but we even have a couple of those.
We have one celiac, but...
Well, we have more than that. But we've never had a gluten-free person come to us and buy our flour and say they can't eat it. So this is doing amazing things for the world. And as you know, as we've said before many times, 70% of all the white kamut sold goes to Italy. And the reason is because there's a lot of gluten-free people over there, and they have bread and pasta and pizza to contend with. They're using this.
And guess what? We finally found a shipper that we were talking about. We were trying to figure this out. So our 25-pound bag is going to be shipped for way less. We're screaming about it.
Yes.
We're hoping
it's going to be less.
It will be less because we're not even selling that online. You can only get the 5-pound online right now.
Yes, and we've met with the shipper this morning, Mr. Food Nanny. We couldn't be to the meeting. He's actually in it right now.
Okay, great.
So hopefully it's going to be a great price for everybody. But yes, getting back on topic, which is...
You guys, it's hilarious. We could sit here all day like you don't even get it. Okay, have you ever had your dough not rise using it? No. Do you know how many times we've now been asked that? No. It has never been affecting us at all. Can we buy the bigger bags? Yes. If you DM us, there's a location in Midway, in Woodland by Camas, and in Highland, and you can come to our house and pick it up. No creepers, please.
Save the shipping.
To save the shipping. But yes, it's changed mine. But yes, you can order online. You can order 2 5-pound bags that fit in a flat rate box for $13. So you can do that. And it gives you the bread recipe that's on the back, which this bread recipe, good job, Mom. She killed it again. It's the best bread recipe out there. Okay, are you making pasta with kamut? You can, but not today.
Oh, yes, not today. Not today, but yes, we have many people writing us that are making pasta.
Kamut is for everything. Everything. We cannot stress that more.
Everything is better.
Everything is
better. Even our sugar cookies for Halloween. Everything is better. Yeah.
Those cookies that Mrs. Call has been showing are made with the kamut. Like, she's even like, this is life-changing. I'm telling you, everything. I purchased a 25-pound lecture from last year from a different store. Was scared to use it. You guys got to me to pull it out, and now that's all I use. Thank you. Buy from us next time. Okay, I'm going to show you something really quick. I know the lighting is bad, but we're going to get to our sauce. This is bad lighting. But I wanted to show you how to cut an onion again really fast. So we're going to get our sauce going, Mom.
Okay.
So start putting the olive oil in it. But this is the easiest way to cut an onion. So if we had this hole like this, okay, I cut off the top. So I cut off the little end like this. Mom, do you do it the exact same way?
Exactly.
Okay, I missed the little part. So I cut off one of the ends, and then I cut it in half, and then this is what you do. So you've got this end still intact, and then peel it off.
And don't be afraid, right, to go down in.
Yeah, go down in, peel this off, because my mom taught me this, and then I've been seeing that a lot of you wanted to see that again. So then you peel it off, and then you go like this. You take like 3 slits, right, Mom?
Yeah.
That's how you do it?
Perfect.
Did I do 3? I think I did. So then you do 3 slits like this, and then you go over, I'm not saying the words right, but then once you start cutting, which onions totally get to me, but they don't to my mom. And then they're diced for you. Is that not the most amazing trick? I needed to go deeper. Okay, what?
Great. It's perfect.
And then you go like this. But this changes you.
Keep going.
On your cutting an onion, dicing an onion.
Perfect.
And then I'm crazy about making them a little bit more fine. So I kind of will go back over to dice mine a little more. But that's how easy. So I wanted to show you how to do that again. If you've ever wanted to see that. And the onions get to me, but they don't get to my mom.
No. Okay, go ahead, Lizzie. So to make the sauce, Lizzie's going to add 2 tablespoons
okay.
of...
I've got to try to do this camera over here.
She's going to add 2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Okay, we
How many?
2 tablespoons and a teaspoon of olive oil. Well, actually, just put in the 2 tablespoons right now.
Okay, so we've got 2 tablespoons in here. Now we add our onion, right?
Okay, and then we're going to add our onion and our garlic.
This is super easy.
Okay, we'll cook this for just a second until the onion gets soft. We've got our heat up super high. Turn it down a little until the onion gets soft, okay?
Sorry, we're trying to do it on this cooktop to try to show this easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
To show you how simple and easy this is and how budget friendly and inexpensive. So this is your basic meat sauce. Yes, do we have bolognese? Yes. We have more sophisticated sauces in our books as well. But this is your basic meat sauce that everybody will love. It's so good. It's so delicious.
Okay.
We're doing this on an induction cooker. And if anybody ever needed an extra burner in your house, get one of these induction cookers because they are great.
What kind of pan are you using?
So
this is a Staub. And if you don't have, I don't know, Facebook, your lighting is so bad. I'm sorry. But if you don't have one of these pots, Mom, tell them they've got to.
But first we're going to add now 1.5 pounds of ground beef.
Tell them how they need to get one of these pots.
Okay.
They're asking.
Sure. If you don't, these are...
You can find inexpensive ones at World Market. I know Costco sells them.
But if you don't have one, don't worry. I didn't have one for years.
But you can find one for cheap.
Yes, you can go to TJ Maxx. You can find them on sale. Lodge is also another good brand for a Dutch oven type, and those are inexpensive. You can get one at TJ Maxx for as low as $30. I know that.
Okay, it's not.
Different brands, all kinds of different people have them.
She says what size?
This one is. This
is a 5.5 quart.
Yeah, this one is a 5.5 quart.
Okay, and what olive oil do you like? They just asked.
I love olive oil in glass or in tin. So this one Lizzie happens to have today, that's in tin, and the reason why we like dark glass or we like tin, it will protect the olive oil from the sun, and you need it protected. We go through it so fast that
we love the Trader you just unplugged it.
Oh.
We love the Trader Joe's one. That's the California.
Yes, the California one is great. The Portuguese is my absolute favorite. I also love the Sicilian and the Greek. But there's so many great inexpensive olive oils for you. If you don't have a Trader Joe's store near you, go to your nearest grocery store and look for something in a dark glass bottle or in tin. And you'll be able to find something from $6 and up. So don't be afraid. Use it sparingly if you have to, if you're on a major budget. But go to Costco. They have a large glass jar, the Kirtland brand. It's great. Go there and get that. But just don't buy it in plastic, because after a while it will take on that taste. And we want our olive oil to be in glass or in tin. And it's something that is a staple in our homes. I would say kamut and our French salt and olive oil are our three staples that we use every day in our cooking and in our baking. And that's something that, way back in the day when I started out, nobody was using olive oil. My mother didn't have it in her kitchen.
But a lot of her recipes say canola oil, which is so funny.
Well, yes, and many say olive oil. Oh, and many say olive oil. So I've been using olive oil for years, but what I was trying to say, my mother and my grandmother did not.
Okay, so they asked what kind of induction cooker
yes,
is
and
this?
World Market also, Joanna, thank you, has very good and good price olive oil. World Market actually has a lot of great food items. They even have the great tomatoes that we like to use. If you're on a tight budget, you're not going to be able to use these tomatoes. But I'll tell you the tomatoes.
But man, they make a difference.
They sure do make a difference. But I'll tell you the San Marzano tomatoes. But I'll tell you, if you are on a tight budget, you can't use them yet. But you'll be able to one day. Go and get the Hunts and buy them on sale in your grocery store, because that is second best.
Yeah, that's
in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Hunts. Tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste is second best to the Italian brand.
Okay, the pot that we're using is called a Staub, or it like a Le Creuset, but we're obsessed with the Staub now. So this is the one that I'm using.
We love them both.
Love them both. Okay, this is in book number 1.
This is book number
on
1. On page 62. Okay, now we have the ground beef. We're going to
the induction cooker is Green Pan. It's from Sur La Table.
We're going to now put in the tomato paste. Okay?
We just have too much to always say. It's comical.
I'm going to make sure to do this, so if anybody's following along,
Can you guys even see the food?
So put in the tomato paste. It says with a wooden spoon, but that's
I'm
great.
just doing this right now.
Okay. And then we're going to cook until the mixture starts sticking in the pan. And this is a tip that I learned to do years and years and years ago from the Italians. They like to put their tomato paste in, and they like to cook it down a little. They almost like to get the tomato paste brown. It makes for a better flavored sauce. That's a big tip.
Okay, good. Mom, why is this pot better than the others?
There's just, it's made a little bit.
You can tell it's quality, I think.
It's super quality. It's made a little bit different than the Le Creuset, but I love them both. The inside of the Le Creuset is more of a porcelain. This is a dark inside. The Le Creuset is a light inside. You'd have to look it up, but there's a way that it's actually made that holds the heat really well. Really well. And the Le Creuset does too, but this one is, I think, special.
Oh, this is so funny. Okay, making some kamut bread right now. Your recipe is the first bread recipe I have ever had a success with. My family loves this bread. I gave a loaf to my neighbors and they raved about it. Kamut, so worth it.
Right.
See?
Right.
Woo! So when you say to use canola oil in your cookbooks, should we really use olive oil?
No,
Not
it depends.
always.
No,
yeah,
no,
it depends.
because, no, Lizzie didn't mean it that way.
I didn't mean it that way. I
No.
meant in some recipes, yes.
Yes, see, canola oil has no flavor, no taste. So there's certain recipes where we want to use canola because we don't want the taste to adjust. But can you use olive oil in place? Absolutely.
There's some of hers. I'm trying to
Absolutely.
think of which ones they are. But yes, it would be. I didn't mean that for all of them. I'm
Yeah.
just saying some.
Yeah, we use canola oil in most of our baking, and we don't use olive oil in most of our baking because it would change the flavor. But can you? Yes, I have done it. Yes, but there's a place for
Okay,
the
good.
canola and a place for the olive oil.
So you like the Staub better. Is the Staub made by, it's made by Staub. It's Staub, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite. I like the look of it more. This is the black one. When we told you followers, you fannies, how many months ago, these are expensive. Yes, they're an investment, but you'll have it forever. This is not something that wears out and you can't have for the rest of your life.
It's kitchen art.
Yeah,
and
it's kitchen art,
and
but
it's also
do you know how much
amazing.
we told you guys, this is a funny story for you new followers. We found this at Sur La Table on sale for $90, okay? These are normally a couple hundred. We were screaming and announcing it all over the Instagram. Do you know that somehow Sur La Table found my mom's phone number and said, stop calling.
Stop.
Tell your people to stop.
We're sold out. We're sold out. I guess everybody all over the U.S. ran down to
and bought them all.
and bought them out. And she said, we've got our phones ringing up. The headquarters called us and said, our phones are ringing off the hook.
I don't even know how they got her
No.
phone number, but they said stop. Tell them to stop. So you can find these on a really good price. They go on sale. You can find them for a good price. But the black, this is the classic French.
This is the original.
It's the original. Like if you, we have a French cookbook and there's a girl that's got the black sitting out on her countertop. So we became obsessed with the
Well,
black.
I've seen it personally in France.
Oh,
personally.
okay.
And it is the original one. The black
But I'm
is
just
the
saying, we
original.
love it. We just love it. It's preference. But
There's all different
it's
there's
kitchen
all
art
different
and it's
colors.
investment.
Yes, and they come in all different colors.
We have this on an induction cooker. Okay, so what's
Lizzie,
next,
you
Mom?
have another Staub. Why don't you show it to him? Your gray one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's another great one. They
Okay.
came out with colors, started coming out with colors, and a lot of people love those. I have the rice cooker Staub. I can't live without it. It makes wonderful rice. It's teeny, it's darling, it's navy blue. Those are wonderful too.
don't know where it is.
Those will go on sale as well.
I don't know where it is.
Lizzie
Anyways.
can't find her other one. We'll get it out and show it to you.
And I got that one for inexpensive when I went to go visit you on your mission.
Yeah.
That was on a killer deal.
So this,
okay, gross.
so this has
getting
been
all
5 minutes. This is perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Now we're going to add the tomatoes.
Oh, it's so
now,
funny.
Lizzie, why don't you show your little blender here?
Okay, my blender, I only had a blender that was on my Bosch and it broke. And so anyways, my sister actually told me about this little Ninja. I know you guys have seen me talk about it before, but it is $50 at Target and you can get this little Ninja and it comes with 3 different sizes. Anyways, for an inexpensive blender, it's good. I need a better one eventually, but for this for now, it's been great. So it's easy. It's like this, and then you just put the lid on it, and then you just go like this, and there's 3 different sizes. And for $50, it's been really great. So if you're looking for an inexpensive blender, it's been a good one. And it's called the
You've
Ninja.
had it a while.
I've had it for over
This
a year.
keeps getting turned off. Go ahead and turn it
Okay,
back
so now
on
we've
again.
added our sauce. Make sure to blend this up, okay? Even if you're using Hunt's or anything else, it's like all over my face now, but make sure to blend it up.
Make
Okay.
sure, so the recipe calls for 3 cans of 15-ounce whole tomatoes, and we put them in the blender, and we like to blend them up.
Okay, what's next?
But like I said, try to get Hunt's or try to get this.
These
Now-
are sold at Walmart as well. I'm just telling you, when you buy key ingredients, I know we've said this 1,000 times, It changes the flavor of everything. You don't always want to use just junk all the time because the flavor's not going to be as good.
It really ups the quality of your
If you
meal.
were to try our spaghetti using this and a different spaghetti, using something different, Hunt's, like we said, is good, but you know what I mean, something less of
because
quality.
for years and years and years, you couldn't even get these here.
Yeah, you
They
couldn't.
were only in specialty stores, only in little boutique delis, specialty stores, and now they're actually out and about here in our country.
And at Walmart, which is amazing.
Yeah,
they're
in Walmart.
amazing.
All of this is new though.
Yeah,
when I was even
new.
writing my first book, they were only still in delis.
Right.
World Market has also been a good one to bring those to everyone's attention.
And World Market has really good tomatoes that they go on sale.
Okay, let's add some brown sugar. So it's 3 tablespoons brown sugar.
Okay.
I tell everyone that this is the little secret to this spaghetti sauce is the 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I just think it makes it.
And a lot of you ask about these little Food Nanny spoons. You can add these to any kind of order. It's a 4-in-1. It's the greatest invention in the world. Look at the Facebook light. I can't help it. It's got a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half, and a fourth. It's the greatest thing ever.
Okay,
3,
so
right?
Now we need.
Was it 3?
Yes,
Okay.
and now we need 1.5 teaspoons of dried oregano.
Okay.
So 1.5 teaspoons dried oregano.
Oh, I pulled out. Oh, right here.
Right here.
1.5.
1.5 of dried oregano.
It's like I don't ever use any other teaspoons or anything. You've got everything right in one. It's amazing.
1 teaspoon of our French salt, and we'll go ahead and use the gray for sure in this.
This is what we hope to sell one day that has our gray salt with the airtight lid. Look how pretty.
From Garon, France.
It's kitchen art, guys.
That ups the quality so much.
Salt is amazing.
Okay, a 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil.
Okay.
I'm going to turn the hot water on.
Okay, now what?
And then we've got a 1/2
so
teaspoon
easy.
of thyme and 1/2 teaspoon of thyme and 1 bay leaf.
Okay.
1 bay leaf. And for all of you that are new cooks, once you buy these spices, they'll last. And as you keep cooking and following along with our recipes, you will see that you'll be using oregano, basil,
Over and
thyme
over again.
over and over and over again. Because once a week we have Italian night, and we're usually using those spices. Okay? For the new cooks out there, once you get your meal plan going and you're doing a consistent meal plan in the kitchen, you'll see that your pantry basics will grow, and before you know it, you'll be saving so much money. We're going to talk about all of this tomorrow on our live about budget-friendly cooking.
Okay, I missed it.
You got your bay leaf?
Can I
ready?
use Camus in my bread machine? Of course.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
We mix
now-
everything by hand, but yes, of course you can.
Now we have 2 cups of hot water that we're adding to the sauce.
Yes, they are. And I actually have some crushed as well. You're right.
Okay, 2 cups of hot water.
The French salt is on our website, thefoodnanny.com. But if you come for pickup, if you live in Utah, you can pick up the salt, books, salt, hot pads, aprons.
So we added 2 cups of hot water.
One day French baskets, one day our own breadboards.
And all we're going to do now is bring this to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to simmer. And we're going to let this simmer for at least an hour. Okay?
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
It's the
Look
yummiest
look,
sauce.
Look how easy. This is one of the most basic spaghetti sauces you will ever make. For those of you who say, that's not bolognese, we have bolognese. We have many other sauces in our books, but this is our basic, the one we've been eating our entire life.
Yep.
And we still love it.
Yes, there is a list of pantry basics. We're talking about that tomorrow too.
Yes, in book 1.
That's in book 1.
Yeah, we have.
She gives you a full list of everything, a well-stocked kitchen, all of that stuff. Yes, I now live in Utah. I moved back this summer. Boss, the Food Nanny, Mr. Food Nanny's boss in my husband's life and my life.
So in book 1,
he brought us back finally.
it's so fun. We're so glad she's back. So in book 1, we have the well-stocked kitchen right here on page 277. We have your baking, your seasonings, your condiments, your staples, your canned goods, your dairy, fresh foods, and frozen foods. That's your well-stocked kitchen.
And the reason you really need to live by that is because you'll have everything on hand, like she said. Then once you go through the recipes, you're like, okay, I already have all the spices for that recipe. And then you have it for the next and have it for the next. That's what having a well-stocked kitchen, that's what helps save you money too, is being prepared for that.
It's amazing how little you can live on when you're on a budget. And I'm going to tell a story tomorrow.
We're telling
about
lots of
someone
stories
that I actually know who did this, who were struggling, were out of work. I have a story for you tomorrow. It's a true story. I may even be able to get him on the phone. Okay, this is our kitchen supplies, our must-haves, our handy-to-haves, and our nice-to-have eventually. So, this was written almost 15 years ago.
But I'm gonna do a story after this. We wrote up our favorite things for right now, our favorite ingredients. And my husband had to work all night trying to find it on the computer, and then he reposted it. So I'm gonna do a swipe up after this, and it's our new must-have favorites right now for the kitchen.
Yeah.
Which we probably need to add even more to it, but I'm gonna post it on a story, okay?
Okay, so the sauce, all we're gonna do is simmer it. Now, if you get started on this today, you'll be ready tomorrow for Halloween, because tonight on the meal plan, we switched the nights because tomorrow is fish, meatless, or breakfast. So we're having our waffles tonight, which I die for our waffles. I can eat them once a week, Lizzie.
I know, I love them
Our
too.
waffles.
We're on tomorrow at 10.
It's also a go-to meal, waffles. So we're having waffles tonight, and we're having our spaghetti tomorrow. You can prepare it today for tomorrow, so you're all ready.
Freeze it.
Let's go over here. Let me show them, Lizzie. You finally broke down and bought yourself
Which was actually inexpensive.
a pasta pot. Lizzie is always jealous when she comes over to my house because I have my pasta pot that's like 100 years old. It's nothing great. Lizzie went down. Didn't you go to the kitchen outlet?
Yeah.
To the kitchen outlet store and bought this newer pasta pot. So basically, the water is in here, boiling right now. But what I mean is the pasta was cooking in here. After 11 minutes, we put it up like this, drain it, and set it like this until we're ready to serve the pasta. But look at the neat thing, Lizzie. Show them what you found with yours. Look what it came with, a steamer. So while you're cooking your spaghetti, you can actually be steaming your broccoli, your carrots, your peas, whatever it is you want to go with your spaghetti. I always serve something green alongside, either green beans out of the can or frozen or fresh, broccoli, asparagus, whatever it is you want to serve with your spaghetti meal. I always serve it green. But how handy is that to have this little steamer? Mine doesn't even have that. Mine's 100 years old, like I said. Anyway, the spaghetti has been cooking. I've been cooking for 11 minutes, which is what it mostly does. And so go to your kitchen outlet store. What did you say you paid, Lizzie? Was it $34?
Yeah.
$34 for this. You can go into a Williams-Sonoma or Sur La Table. They have them much finer quality because they're like $100.
Yeah.
Mine is like this, inexpensive. This one is fabulous.
Everybody is saying the nicest stuff about the books, Mom.
Oh, that's
that they
so
are
nice.
their absolute favorite.
That's so nice. Thank you.
That's so
Thank
nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right, so we'll be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Your new website is gorgeous. That is so
Thank you.
nice.
We love our
We're
new
so
logo.
thankful. Thank you, Brenda, if you're watching.
Oh, we love her.
Oh, and the variation to this spaghetti, you need to notice the variations on these recipes.
Yeah.
Because the sausage is really good in this recipe. You do half sausage and half meat. Sorry, Facebook. Really, if you could see the lighting, I'll be quiet about it. It's so funny. But they said, what is your favorite sausage that you talked about?
It's Colosimo's sausage. Is my very favorite sausage that you
Everybody
can buy.
says IKEA has a great one of these too.
Oh, I bet you they do.
I bet they do.
Yeah, we're going to do a post at IKEA, and we'll look for that. Yeah. We're going to go down there soon. We've been so busy, but we're going to get down to IKEA. Yes, in the variations on this recipe, I tell you to use 1 pound of ground beef and a half a pound of bulk Italian sausage, which can be Johnsonville or many stores have their own. I think even Harmon's has their own now. Different stores has their own, but I love the Colosimo sausage. It's so good. And then I tell you about our Italian meatballs. If you want to add the meatballs to this recipe, which are on this page, and we're going to be making these soon because I'm going to show you all the ways to serve meatballs. That's coming up hopefully this month, next month. I'm going to show you all the ways to serve these amazing meatballs. They're so easy. And
I think she's excited about the meatballs.
People that love meatballs get excited.
They're amazing.
I love meatballs, and I love my meatballs. And I'll tell you what the trick is. I fry them low in olive oil, and that's the whole key. And I don't make them too smushed together so you can't get them apart. They're perfect.
They're amazing.
They're perfect.
You're gonna die for the kamut flour. You will be cooking up a storm. It's changing everything for the better. Okay, so we're done, but hopefully
let's pretend that the meal,
we've been going for like 45 minutes.
I know.
But I know most of you are probably making chili and that for Halloween, but it's something fun and different for Halloween spaghetti is. So it's kind of our fun tradition. And then we never even showed the bread that we then made with it too.
To go with it.
And of course, I just whipped up more baguettes this morning. Super easy. So good.
They're so good and so easy. So, Lizzie,
come be our neighbor. We would love it.
So I'm going to show you a nice portion of spaghetti right here, just like that. And then the sauce is not quite done, but I still want to show you. And then we'll ladle some sauce. I love sauce. And sauce is actually, especially red sauce.
Sauce nut.
Especially red sauce is super good for you. So that would be, Lizzie, would you hold this while I finish it off?
Yeah.
And then we'll take some of our fresh Parmesan. If you don't have fresh and you're on a budget, use it, right out of the green craft container, which you
can't do it, you guys. Can't do it.
Splurge and use it minimally. Put a little on
or put a little more
to go with your green
Can
vegetable.
I get this recipe? Yes, I'll do a post for the recipe. Okay.
So serve a green vegetable with it for sure, or a salad. Either one. You need a green with this
and
with
bread.
Your bread. So
and a whole loaf
you're good
for
to
yourself.
Go.
Just kidding.
Okay, we need to finish, but Lizzie,
all right,
let's tell our fannies how excited we are about our France trip and how we were so shocked.
Yeah, we sold out. Our trip was totally full in
12 hours.
So we are very excited, and a lot of you are wanting more information on another trip, and we are just so overwhelmed. We can't even believe the response
to
this.
Happy.
So thank you. You, the 24 people that are going, I swear to you, are going to have the dreamiest trip of a lifetime. It's going to be incredible, and we're going to see the salt. And we're taking you to buy
the French
baskets, and I can't even tell you everything. It's going to be so dreamy.
Versailles. Oh.
So you know what? We're hoping we'll do another one. Our waiting list is now completely full. We are just overwhelmed by this response. So thank you. You're going to have the best time.
We're so excited.
I think even our French tour guide was a little shocked how fast that filled up. It's incredible. So thank you, you guys. We love you, and it's going to be insane.
For those 24 of you who made the cutoff, you'll be hearing from Baptiste, Monsieur Baptiste, and you will be hearing from him, who is our French guide, and you'll get papers that you'll be able to fill out, and you'll get everything, all the particulars down. You will know everything. So you already knew the itinerary and the cost, but now he'll give you all the particulars and everything.
You'll get more information.
You'll be getting more information.
So just stream until July. Let's stream every night. It's going to be super fun.
Thank you again.
They're saying maybe an NYC trip, too.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
That'd be super fun.
We love New York. It's our favorite city in the world.
You don't even get it. We love you. We think about you. We're trying. The only reason we did this is because after we went and explored the whole salt and wanted to see that town, how many responses. Everybody was like, please take us.
Yes, that's the only reason we offered the trip. We'd been talking about it for a long time, ever since we got our salt. Just know that everything we share with you is what we live and what we eat. And all of our secrets. We're giving you all of our cooking secrets. And so when we started our Instagram, we said, we have to tell them about kamut.
Yeah.
We had no idea where it would go, where it would lead us. We had to tell you about our kamut and our salt because that's what we eat.
And the response to our kamut and salt is crazy. So thank you, and that's what we're here to do. Exactly, you're right, Mom.
That's why we're here, to help you. So take care, everybody. We'll see you again in the morning. I hope you can join us for our budget live. If you can't, we'll post it.
Hold on, really fast. The difference between these two salts, we're completely sold out of this one, but we have a crate coming from France that she's about to pick up in California. Yeah. But this is the finer, and this is chunkier. But you can grind this like we tell you all the time and make it as fine as this. So either buy both, but we do use both, but you don't have to. If you want to just buy this one, it is the cheaper, and you can grind it, but we don't even grind it most of the time. We use a teaspoon for teaspoon, just like the French do. And then this is it's just the finer, it's the top layer. The finishing.
It's more of a finishing salt. We use this on eggs and salads and tops of pizza.
But a lot of people use only this one. It's your preference. It's your preference.
Because you can grind this down. You can.
But I will say this one is a little saltier.
Yes, it is.
This one is saltier.
Yes. Gwen told us, and we knew that already. Yeah. But in our live with Gwen over in France, he told us that this one is a little bit saltier, which we did know.
But they're both incredible. It's the finest salt in the world. Google this salt. It's the finest in the world. Now we just need our face on top of this lady.
which they said we could, but that's a whole nother process. That's another 10 years.
What kind of a grinder? A sea salt grinder. World Market has a great one that's inexpensive.
Yes,
that you can
great
buy.
One.
Great.
Inexpensive.
Okay, keep cooking. Your family's worth it, and we hope you have a good Halloween. We are back on tomorrow, are people going to watch tomorrow? Is this a good day to do it? Tell us yes or no. Because we really want to talk about budget. We're going to be so real about our lives. We don't want you to be thinking that we are just it's all peaches and cream over here. It's not. So I hope tomorrow's a good day for us to really talk about it. I know people can watch it later, but I think it will be good, right? They're saying
good.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay.
So tune in tomorrow at 10. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be great.
Everybody have a great day preparing for Halloween. If you haven't got a costume ready, they can be a gypsy. I was a gypsy every single year. It's super easy. Get some of your
a scarecrow is so easy.
Yeah.
I wore a flannel and a hat.
Or a bum. A bum.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.